Hey everyone, I'm Blur. About a month ago, I made a video about Blur Autoclicker. I know, the naming convention is very creative, and it already hit nearly 700,000 views, with over 120,000 downloads, which is great to see. But I know many of you have been running into confusion about some features. So, in today's video, we're going to walk through everything available in version 3.5 of Blur Autoclicker. To download Blur Autoclicker, there are two main ways: my website and GitHub. If you have never worked with GitHub, open the link, look on the right side where it says version release, and open the page. Once you're there, scroll past the changelog to where these fields are, and either download the installer, which is the recommended way, or the portable version. The other files here are only for the automatic updater, more on that in a second. The other way to download Blur Autoclicker is to go to my website, which is also linked down in the description. Scroll down to this section and open the page. Once you're there, you will be able to download the newest version. Once I release a new update, the program should automatically display a little banner at the top, prompting you to update. This, of course, requires a connection to the internet. Once you press the download button, it will automatically download and install the newest version. It should only take a few seconds, and that's it. There's no check for update button, as it does this automatically once you launch the program. Just a quick note, I update things often, so some details might not be 100% identical to your version, but because of that, let's start with a couple of quick pointers for support. First, my Discord community is always there if you need help. But inside of the app, I've also built in a lot of info points. If you see a little I or an info text, take a second to read it. Seriously, those notes will probably solve about 80% of the issue reports I get. If that still doesn't clarify something, always check the title when you're in advanced mode. It usually tells you exactly what's going wrong, and if it doesn't, then come and join the Discord like I said before. Now, let's talk about one common issue: why the clicker stops unexpectedly. This is almost never a bug. Like I just said, go into advanced mode and look at the title. Check your click limit, check your time limit, and check your zone limits first. Make sure those are set up for what you need. Keep in mind though that I generally don't recommend turning everything off. Keep at least the border stop toggled on, it helps a ton. Okay, with the basics covered, let's go through the features individually. The CPS input. This is probably the most important section. By default, we use rate. The number on the left tells you how fast it clicks based on the time selected on the right. In this case, 10 times per second. A higher number means faster clicking, and a lower number means slower clicking. Now, in delay mode, you're inputting exactly how long the clicker should wait between each action. For example, if you need a click every 50 milliseconds, you just set it to 50 milliseconds. Now, in version 3.5, the clicker automatically converts the CPS between the two. If you enter 50 milliseconds on delay mode and then switch to rate, it will automatically set the CPS to 20. And the same thing the other way around. The amount of people that didn't understand the concept of CPS was quite sad, but both modes achieve the same result. Just pick whichever you feel more comfortable with. As for hotkeys and mouse inputs, the hotkey section should be quite simple, but I'm still going to go over it. To enter a hotkey, you simply left-click on this field for the simple mode and on this field for the advanced mode. By the way, simple and advanced mode just changes what gets shown to you. If you turn something in advanced mode on and then switch back to the smaller simple mode, the settings you choose in advanced mode will still apply. Going back to the hotkey though, once you have clicked the field, simply press your desired hotkey and it should populate the field. Keep in mind that certain combinations are currently unsupported, but I'm hoping to change that in the future. On the right here, you can change whether you only want the clicker to click while you are actively holding down the set keybind, or if you should press it once to activate and once again to deactivate. Click duration. Click duration is how long the mouse button stays held down during each click. At 1 click per second, if you set your duration to 50%, it will hold down the mouse for half a second, then release and wait for half a second before clicking again. If you want the clicker to just hold the mouse button continuously, then set the duration to 100%. You would then just adjust your CPS down significantly, maybe once every hour or so, to match the continuous hold time. Limits. Limits can be helpful, but they're pretty self-explanatory. The click limit just stops the clicker after a set amount of actions, and the time limit does the same thing with time. They're straightforward. Since we're already on the topic of limits, let's talk about zones. Zones allow you to automatically stop the clicker. They prevent you from accidentally clicking into areas that you don't want to click in, like the close button on a window or some part of the UI. By default, these are set up so you do not accidentally close a window or use your taskbar with the autoclicker on. By changing the pixel value, the overlay will appear and show you exactly where the clicker will stop. Keep in mind that I don't really recommend turning any of these off, as they're a real savior. This is probably my favorite feature within this autoclicker. In the future, I plan to expand this with both zones that will stop the clicker once you leave them, and zones that will start the clicker once you enter them. All that will hopefully be accompanied by a GUI update to adjust these zones much easier. Also, while for now you can only make one stop zone, I hope to add support to as many zones as you could ever want. But as always, that will take some time to develop. After all, I'm mostly a one-man army making this. Speed variation. This feature randomizes your click speed by a given percentage. Now, be aware, this randomization won't save you from getting banned in games. There's a real difference between a program inputting clicks and actual hardware mouse inputs. Anti-cheat software can easily detect that these inputs are coming from a software rather than your actual mouse. So don't rely on variation to bypass anti-cheats. This goes for any autoclicker. Also, don't run any autoclicker while you have an anti-cheat program running in the background. It does not need to be focused for you to get banned. I'm saying this because I want to make sure that people know that this is not a tool to cheat with. If you want to gain an advantage over other players in online PvP or something like that, you should probably try to fix your skill issue instead of downloading software. Double click. This feature presses the mouse button twice. Just be aware that it automatically turns off once you pass 50 clicks per second, and you won't be able to turn it on until you lower your overall click speed again. Again, there's a tooltip for that. So many people have asked me about this. Just hover your mouse over it. Presets. In the settings page, you will be able to find a section about presets. If you commonly switch between setups for different games, you can just save your current preset after having given it a name. Keep in mind that going to the bottom and resetting all your settings also resets your profiles. Once a profile has been created, it has to be manually updated if you want to save any changes to it. Once you have multiple presets, you can easily switch between them. Keep in mind that you could have multiple profiles open at once by opening another window of Blur Autoclicker with either the middle click on the taskbar or right-clicking the icon on the taskbar and then opening another window that way. This way you could have two different keybinds active at once in case you need it. This may become an official feature sometime in the future, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Finally, make sure you check the settings panel every time we update. One of the new features you might want might be hiding in there. It's also where you can see the version number and a button to donate to my Ko-Fi to support me in keeping the software free. Big thank you to Task Program for becoming a member, and thanks to everyone else who has supported the channel. I sometimes make polls on YouTube, so make sure that you check those out. That covers everything in version 3.5. Subscribe, and thank you for watching.